Welcome back to the garage. Quick video on how to fix a broken windshield washer pump on a 70s era GM car, and it is a mechanical pump, so let's get to it. All right guys, we're under the hood and this is the wiper motor with the washer pump. And I looked it up online and you cannot get a rebuild kit for this, so you have to buy the whole assembly. The wipers work, they work on low and high, so I don't really want to change this whole thing, so I'm just going to put an external pump in here. And basically we're just going to use the wires that go. First we got to test some stuff out here, and hopefully I can use the dashboard switch in order to power this electric pump. We get the test light out and see what we find. So the way this works is there's a solenoid inside here, and when you hit the button on the dash, it charges magnetically, pulls a little lever up, and then there's this cam motion that grabs a gear and it just starts to spin the pump, and that's what draws the fluid. I'm not going to get into all that. It's old technology. I think an electric pump will work much better. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see if we can use the switch so you can hold it on the whole time, because the way it's set up now is you just push it and then it works and it stops on its own. But if this will force power to the electric pump that I have all the time, as long as you hold it, that'll be great. So let's get the test light out. All right, let's see if the test light lights up when I push the button. So it seems to be working. As long as I hold it, it's working. So as long as I hold that button, we got power to this. So I'm pretty sure that we should be okay to wire that new pump to this. So let's do it. All right, so this is the pump that I bought, and it's just a cheap Amazon pump. You have in and out, and this should do the trick. Now, it's got this T-style electrical connector, and I went into my stash, and I have an old wire harness for a YFZ 450 ATV, and it's the same exact plug, and it fits in there perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a couple of clips on this and just plug it right into the one that we have, and it should work fine. So I'm going to do that now. Alright, there's the two spade bits that I put on there, and basically just plug this on there like that, and we should be good to go. Now we just got to put the hoses on here and there. Alright, here's the pump, and it's leaking out from all underneath this because this seal is gone. And what it does is it fills up this whole cavity with it's like a cylinder, and the piston pushes up and down and forces it through here. And these diaphragms block the hole off going out, and then they go up and through. I don't need any of this stuff. I'm actually considering just taking a Dremel and connecting these two passages right here, and then just sealing this all up with RTV. Maybe doing the same thing here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this stuff right here is all dried out, not working anyway, so let's just pull it all out of there. And we'll get this one out too. I need a small screwdriver to get that out. Try my pick. See if that'll work. They're pretty good. There we go. All right, those are out. They're all hot as a rock. They weren't gonna work anyway. This is hot as a rock. If I bend that, it's gonna snap. This is hot as a rock. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take some putty, I think, and block these holes up. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I think I'm just going to connect these somehow with a Dremel maybe, and RTV it all up, put it back together, bolt it back on. I think that should fix our problem. Let's mix this up. Okay, that looks good. Stuff it down inside the hole here. Some in that one. Okay, should be enough. I think I mixed up enough. Let's find out. Get it all in there. Alright, now just want to get it all the way around the bottom here. Okay. Okay, and this one. Alright. Now that should take care of our problem, and I just want to clean up some of this around here just so it's not making a mess. And this stuff takes like 24 hours to dry, so I'm just gonna have to let it sit and see what happens. Now, I think what I want to do is make sure that this is sitting flat, so I'm gonna put this here and that like that. It's not really flat, is it? This is. That's nice and flat. And I notice I got one little air pocket right there. There we go. Should take care of that. Should harden up very nice. Plug those holes. Now we just need to figure out some way to Dremel that down. Alright, let's try Dremeling this out, see what happens. That looks pretty good. Now I just gotta clean it up. A little bit of a knife, maybe. Get the burrs off of there. think that should do it. That's got them connected so that the main water will come through here and go right into those, and all I gotta do is just seal this up with some RTV, and we should be good to go. Make sure I get everything out of there so we don't have we don't plug up the lines going into the... I think I want to take those nipples out of there. Don't need them anymore. Might as well take them out while I'm here. All right, nipples are out now, so there's no obstruction in there at all. If you guys can see that, it looks pretty good. I think that'll work all right. All right, it's the next day, and it's hot as a rock, and you can see it came through on the bottom there. They're never gonna poke out. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna put a little bit of RTV, probably on this, just to seal it up a little bit, and we should be good. Maybe I'll just put it on this. Let's probably just put it on these. Alright, RTV. I'm gonna put this on there like that. And we're gonna go assemble it. And we shouldn't have any leaks. Maybe I should put more on there. Maybe not. I think it'll be alright. Alright, it's all assembled. Let's try it, see what happens. I'm gonna let that sit with the gasket maker on it before I tighten it down all the way. Alright, so that pretty much wraps up how to fix your windshield washer on a 70s GM vehicle that has the mechanical windshield washer pump. And basically what I did was I just unhooked it. I wired it into the original wires, which is right there. Brought the wires around, connected them to this small water pump or windshield washer pump that I found on Amazon, and I think this thing was like 20 bucks. And there's the wires coming out from the dashboard, and this is the reservoir for the windshield washer fluid. And again, this is a push pump, not a pull pump. So if I had it all the way up here at the top, which I did at one point, it did not draw fluid. And as soon as I put it back here, it immediately drew fluid and pushed it. So just keep in mind, if you guys want to know which pump I used, it will be, a link will be in the description for the Amazon seller that I got that from. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. There's going to be a lot more on this car, and there's probably going to be, I don't know, a winter's worth of videos on this car. I'm going to be doing a ton of stuff to it. But again, anyone who just tuned in just to see how to fix the water pump, go into my history, go into my, I don't know if it's history or my store, and check out all the videos that I have on this car. Once again, thanks for watching.